The Ballon d'Or race is heating up, and this year, there is no clear winner. From Rodri and Harry Kane to Kylian Mbappe, Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi, some of the biggest names in world football are fighting for the game's most prestigious individual prize. But who are the top contenders for the 2026 Ballon d'Or? Here we rank the leading favorites to win the 2026 Ballon d'Or and explain why each has a legitimate claim to soccer's biggest individual honor. Erling Haaland, Manchester City, Norway. Erling Haaland has had a sensational season for club and country. The Norwegian superstar turned the world's biggest stage into his own personal showcase, overpowering some of the best defenders on the planet and scoring 7 goals, including both strikes in Norway's famous 2-1 victory over Brazil in the round of 16. His club form was just as relentless in 2025-26. Despite Manchester City falling short in the Premier League, Haaland remained one of the most prolific forwards in the game, scoring 38 goals across all competitions and claiming his 3rd Golden Boot in 4 years. Michael Olise, Bayern Munich, France. Michael Olise is France's creative mastermind. Michael Olise finished as the 2026 World Cup's leading assist provider with 7, with his trademark curling deliveries and perfectly weighted passes proving almost impossible for opponents to contain. During the 2025-26 season with Bayern Munich, Olise scored 22 goals as the Bavarians swept to the Bundesliga and DFB Pokal titles. He also produced an astonishing 31 assists, more than any player in world soccer across the campaign, and was named Bundesliga Player of the Season. The absence of a Champions League or World Cup title may work against him in the Ballon d'Or race, but Olise's magical left foot makes him a contender who should not be overlooked. Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid, England. The idea of Jude Bellingham being a serious Ballon d'Or contender before the 2026 World Cup would have seemed unlikely, with the English midfielder enduring an injury-hit, trophyless season at Real Madrid. Bellingham was the driving force behind England's run to the semi-finals, producing 7 goals, including a sensational late winner against France in the 3rd-place playoff. Beyond the numbers, he delivered relentless surges through midfield, incisive passing, and the kind of raw determination that made it seem like he was willing England over the line almost single-handedly. With England falling short of the trophy and his club season disrupted by injuries, a Ballon d'Or victory is unlikely, but Bellingham can still look back on a remarkable tournament, and one that offered a glimpse of what could come next for both club and country. Fabian Ruiz, Paris Saint-Germain and Spain. Fabian Ruiz is the only player in the world this year to win both the Champions League and the World Cup, after triumphing with Paris Saint-Germain and Spain. At PSG, he played a key role in the club's League One title, despite battling injuries throughout the season, before becoming an unexpected starter in the Champions League final against Arsenal. His composure in possession, range of passing, and tactical intelligence helped PSG control the midfield battle and limit the Gunners' threat. For Spain, Ruiz featured throughout the World Cup campaign, starting the final victory over Argentina. Pau Cubarsí, FC Barcelona in Spain. Only 3 defenders have ever won the Ballon d'Or, with Fabio Cannavaro remaining the most recent in 2006. Pau Cubarsí has a genuine chance to join that exclusive group. The Barcelona youngster was integral to Spain's 2026 World Cup triumph, anchoring a defense built on remarkable consistency and defensive solidity. Even at his young age, Cubarsí played with the composure and assurance of a veteran, while also helping Barcelona secure another La Liga title. If he were to lift the Ballon d'Or, it would be a landmark achievement. He would become only the 4th defender to win the prize and, at just 19, the youngest winner in its history. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, Paris Saint-Germain and Georgia. Georgia's failure to qualify for the 2026 World Cup may hurt Khvicha Kvaratskhelia Ballon d'Or case, but it shouldn't. At club level, there is a strong argument that he was the best player in the world during the 2025-26 season. A mesmerizing dribbler with a devastating shot, Kvaratskhelia finished with 19 goals and 11 assists, playing a major role in PSG securing another league title and a 2nd straight Champions League crown. It was in Europe's biggest games where he truly made his case. He scored 10 Champions League goals, including 3 against Chelsea in the last 16, another against Liverpool in the quarterfinals, and 2 against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. He then added a crucial assist in the final against Arsenal. It's just unfortunate he never got the opportunity to showcase that quality on the World Cup. Lionel Messi, Inter Miami and Argentina. Messi was one of the stars of the 2026 World Cup. Argentina ultimately fell short in its attempt to retain the World Cup title, But Lionel Messi can hardly shoulder the blame. Aside from a small argument that he faded in the final, the veteran superstar once again showed why he remains one of the greatest players on the planet. Messi delivered another remarkable tournament, scoring 8 goals and providing 4 assists, including the crucial cross that set up Argentina's late winner against England in the semifinals. His club form was just as impressive. In 2025, Messi continued to turn back the clock, scoring 43 goals as Inter Miami lifted their first-ever MLS Cup. Ousmane Dembélé, Paris Saint-Germain and France. Ousmane Dembélé won the 2025 Ballon d'Or after a sensational campaign with Paris Saint-Germain, where he emerged as the driving force behind the club's first-ever Champions League triumph, scoring 35 goals across all competitions. In 2025-26, as PSG successfully defended both its Ligue 1 and Champions League titles, Dembélé once again delivered on the biggest stages. He scored 20 goals, including crucial strikes in the Champions League. He also contributed 6 goals for France at the World Cup, an impressive return considering he spent much of the tournament operating out wide rather than in his preferred central role. Kylian Mbappé, Real Madrid and France. Kylian Mbappé made history at the 2026 World Cup, finishing as the tournament's top scorer with 10 goals, a tally that made him the competition's all-time leading marksman, with 22 goals in just 22 appearances. Add in his 42 goals for Real Madrid during the 2025-26 season, and it becomes clear why he remains one of the most feared forwards in world soccer. With his explosive pace, mesmerizing dribbling and ruthless finishing, Mbappé continued to produce spectacular performances for both club and country. With Madrid ending the season without a trophy and France finishing 4th at the World Cup, Mbappé's lack of major titles may once again count against him in the Ballon d'Or race, and he could find himself overlooked despite delivering a season worthy of the world's highest individual honor. Lamine Yamal, Barcelona and Spain. Lamine Yamal's World Cup numbers may look underwhelming at first glance, with just 1 goal and 1 assist during Spain's title-winning campaign. But statistics only tell part of the story. Watching him, it was clear the teenager was fearless against the best defenders in the world, repeatedly producing dazzling dribbles, perfectly weighted passes, and even making a significant impact defensively. Those qualities were on display throughout the season with FC Barcelona as well, where Yamal helped the club secure back-to-back La Liga titles. This time, the numbers backed up the performances too, with the winger producing a remarkable 24 goals and 18 assists across all competitions while continuing to establish himself as the biggest attacking threat at Camp Nou. Rodri, Manchester City and Spain. In 2024, Rodri claimed the Ballon d'Or after playing a starring role in Spain's Euro 2024 triumph. Just as he did 2 years earlier, Rodri was the heartbeat of Spain's success. He controlled the rhythm of matches, knew exactly when to speed up attacks, and provided a vital shield in front of the defense. His tactical intelligence and defensive contributions were a major reason La Roja conceded just 1 goal throughout the tournament, the fewest ever by a World Cup winning team. His performances were so dominant that he was also awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Harry Kane, Bayern Munich and England. No player in world soccer scored more club goals during the 2025-26 season than Harry Kane, who produced a staggering 61 for Bayern Munich as the Bavarians once again dominated German soccer, cruising to Bundesliga and DFB Pokal success. But against their old rivals, Kane was unable to make the same impact. As England's World Cup hopes came to an end. It was perhaps harsh given his incredible tournament and club season, but whether or not that quiet night has damaged his chances of claiming soccer's biggest individual prize remains to be seen. So there you have it. Our top 12 Ballon d'Or contenders for 2026. Who do you think will win the 2026 Ballon d'Or? Is it Rodri, Kane, Yamal, Mbappe, or could Messi shock the football world once again? Drop your prediction in the comments, subscribe for more football content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video.